Hi everyone, so a request to show how to move files from my MacBook over to my drive, so that way when I use a Chromebook or get the Chromebook, that way I have everything in my drive. I'll show you two ways. One is to use FileStream or Google Drive on the desktop, and then I'll also show you if you don't have that or want another way. So first thing I'll do is show you how to do this using Google Drive on your desktop. I don't have it on mine, so I'm going to switch over to Melissa's computer here. So here's when we're saying file stream, Google Drive on your desktop. This is what I'm talking about. And so let's say you have a document over here. This one's called Anchor Chart. If I move this over into there, it automatically goes to my drive. And I know a lot of teachers have already done this. So if you've been doing this, you don't have to do anything additional. But let's say I want this document in my drive. I can open this up, go to my drive, and let's say I want it in the Planning 2018-2019 folder. I drag it there, and it's on. It's already in my drive, so I can open a browser, go to Planning 2018-19, and there it is. It's in my drive. I can access it on a Chromebook. I can access it anywhere when I log into my account. So, once again, and then if you have something like, let's say this file, I don't need that. You don't need to drag it to drive. You don't have to organize it either. You can just drag it into the drive and it will go there. But if you have folders set up, you can do it that way. And once again, if you have stuff in your downloads, you want to make sure that it ends up in your drive, just drag it over. So that's how you use the Google Drive file stream that's already on your desktop. And then I'll show you if you don't have that, or if you want to do it another way, I'll show you another way right now. And so once again, if you've been using that, that's great. If not, like I don't have it on here, or if you have a bunch of stuff on your desktop, let me show you what that would look like to create a new folder and move everything to Drive in the browser. So let me do that. How do I get all these files over there? So you have a couple options. I think the easiest thing is to make a folder. So I right click, new folder. You can name it whatever you want. You name it desktop, MacBook desktop. So let's say I call this desktop. So that's a folder, it's right here. And then what I can do is you can drag everything. So I can highlight literally everything and drag it in there. Let's say I just need a couple things from my desktop on there. So I want this, this in here. Oops. Drag it over. I need this, whatever you need, just put in that folder. You might also have stuff from your downloads. So let's say like I need this picture from my downloads. I drag that in there. So whatever you need, you drag into one folder. And then when you go to Drive, you have a couple options. So when I pull this up, I can go to New and then Folder Upload. And I can grab the folder from my desktop. So desktop right there. Or another way to do it is just to take the folder and drag it to my drive. Give me a sec here. It's whatever's easiest for you. So once again, if I have this desktop folder, drag it to my drive, it'll show over here how long it takes. It really will depend on how many files and the size of the files for it to upload. So now it's uploaded. And now I can access it. Doesn't matter if I have a Chromebook. When I get into Drive, every single thing that I dragged in there will be on my drive. All right, so I know another question is also, how do I move photos from my my photos on my MacBook over to Drive? So on right click, I'm going to create a new folder. I'm going to call this Photos from MacBook. And then what I'm going to do is go up to Finder, find my photos. Now I don't have a lot of photos in here, but what I would do is you can select these a number of ways, like highlight it this way, click on the first photo and then hit Shift and click on the last one. It will select it all. But so let's say once I have them selected, I'm going to drag these over to my photos from MacBook or whatever folder you call it. Once those are in there, then once again going back to my drive. So let's say I want new folder upload. So once again, just sorry to that quick, slower. New folder upload. And once again, you can drag and drop it, or I just find my photos from MacBook, click on that, upload, and it will upload upload it to my Drive. And so once again, I can access Drive on Chromebook or anywhere, right? So that's how you can move both photos, files, downloads. You can individually drag. I think it's easier to create a folder, put everything in that folder, and then move it to Drive, and then you can organize it from there. So I hope that helps.